Hey, how you doing? Adam here. The date is currently 12/22/2016. Sitting in the garage using Reaper this time to hold on, I have to lower this microphone. It's too high on my face, and I feel like I'm leaning up as I'm talking into it. Yeah, using Reaper for the first time as my audio editing program. Vegas has served me so well over the years, and I've been using it for like over a decade at this point. I started using it in like 2004, as both my video editing program and my songwriting. I think I started writing songs because of Vegas. Like it just occurred to me. I don't even remember how it occurred to me. To just like, oh, can I use this as a songwriting is like like a recording thing. And I remember I recorded my first song. Piece of salt in my mouth. Yeah, I recorded my first song on Vegas. That song, actually, I'd written like a couple really bad songs before that. But I never recorded them. I just I opened a notepad file and like wrote them because I just wanted to see if I could write music. Because at that point my brother had started a band, and part of me was like, yeah, well, I got to do it too now. So it was just I wanted to see if I could do it. And see, I don't know if that's getting twisted in my head. Like, is that what I really was thinking at the time? But I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Just like this competitive sort of spirit with my brother's band. And so I wrote these really just god awful songs. I think one of them was called Green Man, and it was just such a fucking like embarrassing. Just thinking about it just now is just so embarrassing to think about, because the lyrics were so corny, and it was just like an obvious attempt to like sound profound, because I mean the thing in the song was Green Man. It doesn't matter what color your skin is, if you're a green man or whatever. It was something about free, because I was big on that free your mind thing back then. I think oh god, just it's lots of cringe moments to think back on fondly from that era. But yeah, wrote that song, and then there was another song where the only lyric I remembered from it was drinking a can of Coke. It was just it's just god awful. But I never I might have recorded those, but I don't think I did. But after that, I wrote my first song that I felt like was actually a song, and that song is on Bandcamp if you want to listen to it. It's called Anyway. But that song is that's a re-recording of the original, because I recorded the original one. It was like very late 2003, like December or probably December of 2003, and then, or it might have been December of 2004 actually. Probably it might. I don't know, but it was just it was about that early to mid 2000s thing. And yeah, it actually was 2003. I don't know, but yeah, that's when I first started recording music, and I was using Sony Vegas. And actually, I'll put a link to the actual. Well, I don't know. I might put a link to it in the description, but wrote that song, and then after I started writing like more songs and stuff, but I did it all on Sony Vegas, and I've done it all on Sony Vegas for 10 years now, up until this moment, and where I'm using Reaper now. See, okay, I was about to say I couldn't see what time, up to 4:23 now, so yeah, so I'm using Reaper now, and it's going to miss Vegas. Probably going to still use it for video editing, but time to move on to better FX and plugins and all that shit. Well, see, the thing is, I'm probably not going to use it anyway. So who knows? Yeah, I'm just thinking about back to that time period, like that early to mid 2000s. It's just bad songs. They're all online too if you want to listen to them. Though I think I think they're labeled 2005 to 2006 or so. I think there were a couple okay ones in that, but most of them were just embarrassing. Yeah, but moved on from that. Started writing a little better. And I'm just it's a long process to get where I am now. See, I might be at that 10,000 hour thing. I might have gotten in the 10,000 hours. So they always say you need 10,000 hours of practice to master anything, and they say that takes about 10 years of deliberate practice, and I've been writing songs for probably more than that actually. And I've been recording for a while too. Been recording for about 10 years now, so see, I still feel like I'm a complete amateur though, because I don't know what most of the effects do. I just I never made a point to learn the real fine technical details of recording, so who knows. But Reaper, that's cool. I'm actually I like the layout, the setup of this program. It looks really nice. And it's I'll be able to keep tempo really nicely too, because it's segmented in a sort of tempo. Well, I think Vegas was too, but it wasn't as obvious. And maybe the metronome will be nice. Be nice. I'm talking a very thick Philly accent today for some reason. Maybe the metronome will be nice. Nice, you think that's nice? You think the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl this year? Yeah, we're going to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah. You going to go down to the Super Bowl at Havertown. Over in Havertown, yeah. Going to drywall with Jake over in Havertown, yeah. That's basically the accent from around here. Yeah, it's just I've done everything in my power not to sound like that, but that's basically what people sound like from around here. Diapers. Yeah, so what am I doing here? I don't even know now. See, I feel like I'm losing my ability to talk coherently on these things, because there was a while in mid-December where I was starting to get really emotional with the things that I was saying, and I felt like I was unlocking new levels of being able to talk on here, but maybe they were going now again, so that's fucked. But whatever. I still have to figure out on Reaper how to get the 4 channels instead of just the 2, because right now it's just working with just the 2, and I don't know why. Went for a run tonight. Was a good run. Didn't have any difficulties. Went 2.8 miles. It's a good run. Don't know what else to say about it. Don't really know what else to say about anything here. I'm just kind of listening to Jordan Peterson and playing Minecraft and listening to albums on fucking Spotify and working on music, making journals. That's basically my life. But, it's all leading towards something. And, if I'm continue to be proactive, doing things when I know there's going to be no immediate benefit, but, working toward long-term goals, completing the album, playing gigantic festivals, playing fucking stadiums. I don't fucking care. Playing fucking stadiums, giant basketball arenas, it's just a touring headline act. That's my dream, and I think I can. I believe that I can make it happen. So we'll just have to see. I'll just keep determined, because I can see this album going in a direction that's good. So, or I don't want to spoil anything, but I could just fucking. I want to make the best album ever. And I'm not fucking around here. I'm going to do it. Yeah, so I think, that's been my goal subconsciously this whole time, but, I feel like I'm close, if that makes any sense. I've just been hacking away at this thing for fucking decade, and it's like it doesn't seem possible, but then it starts to seem, oh well, okay, this can be done. So I feel like I'm doing okay. All right, we're up to 10 minutes, so goodbye. Stop.